Hi guys, I'm going to show you today how to create a content plan for a brand new website in a way that's going to hopefully be fast to generate, look great for your client, and be based on some pretty sound marketing advice. So let's go. So you only need this, and it's going to cost you £30, $40, something like that, because you can do it basically with a level 1 account. And all you really need to do is create a brief. So I'm going to create a brief. Let's say we're going to create a brief for the concept of car parts. I'm going to do it for the UK, and I'm going to create a brief for car parts. So this is a website around car parts. So this is your big, hairy, audacious goal here. And we haven't got any content yet, so we haven't got any content to compare against. We're just going to find out what it is we should be writing about. And what we're going to do then is we're now going to look at the top results in Google and things that are already ranking for car parts and run our own natural language processing algorithm, or actually it's a named entity extraction algorithm that's going to go and have a look at this content and understand the underlying topics that those pages are all talking about. And so we can then present all this data and we can modify it a little bit, change it to suit the business needs, and then have a beautiful visual wheel and a nice CSV file that's going to allow us to say, these are the pages that we need to start writing about and in what kind of priority. So this is a report that comes out. I'll just move myself over to here. It's come up initially with a bunch of topics down here, and immediately I see a couple that are a little bit weird, like Cloudflare and Capture. Now this is usually because somebody's blocked the bots. So if we go down here and have a look, we can see that Autodoc has decided not to allow us to read their information. They didn't like our bot going over there. So yeah, that's an easy fix really. So if we inspect the content and have a look at what they've got, we can cut and paste the HTML in and use that instead. So let's just right click on the body here, and let's copy the outer HTML. Go back to my report here, and then we could either change it for a different website. We could put a different website in there if I find one that is happy to crawl, or we can just take what you tell us is in there, so we can then paste them. So now we've got rid of these kind of weird ones, and so now these are looking a lot more like the kind of things that we should be talking about. But it's not just about just putting the things that other people are there. It's your own business, and so you can tailor these ideas. So you could, for example, sit there and say, you know what, I think I'm not really going to talk about online shopping. That's not relevant. I'm going to take that out of my analysis, and I can also filter these down and take out things that are not important. So maybe if I go into the business section, for example, then there's a bunch of things here. Again, we've got the capture put in here, so we don't need to talk about captures. We can take that out. The rest of them look pretty good. See if there's any other categories. The software category maybe is going to be a bit weird, so we don't want to talk about cookies. We might have to, but we don't really want to, or JavaScript, or the Chrome store. These ones, yeah, maybe most of these not so much really. So we probably do want a contact form. Apps, I don't know what apps is. We can click on it to just find out what APPS is. Application software. So no, we definitely don't really want that in there, unless we sell some weird kind of widgets for or plugins for stuff. Content we don't talk about. Software we don't want to talk about, but maybe we do want to keep a contact form. So so we filter through a bunch of our ideas here, and now we can go to rather than just taking all these topics and taking them out. What about if we can then display this set of topics in a really good logical structure? Because we've also got everything categorized here. So if I go to this topic chart here, this is a great thing to show your customers. So here we go. You can export that to a PNG file, and this will show you that you really need a section, an automotive section that's going to be talking about cars and oil filters and windshields and vehicle registration plates, and a bunch of things that are going to be great, not necessarily car parts, but things that are going to be in the automotive category. And then within the within the auto parts category, we've got tires, wheels, auto detailing, car expansions, shock absorbers, and we've got them in a kind of order here as well. So you can then go down here, and if there's any in here that you don't like, then like dowels or dust, you can go back to the main topic chart and remove them from the chart as well. But this is a great thing to show your customer. So we can either put it out as a PNG, or we can send this off to a public URL, and then you can show it to them online. But let's also then take this and export this to a CSV file. So we can take this out to a CSV file, and that's just going to download. And now we have a perfect set of instructions for people saying, look, I want you to write a page about I want you to write a sort of a category here. So everything's missing because there is no content yet. So the missing is because there is no content. But we want a category for automotive, and we want to talk about cars, oil filters, windshields, registration plates, so sort of generic ideas like that, parking centers. I want another section for a business section in there that's talking about mirrors, etc. We've got tires, wheels, auto detailing, etc., etc. So you kind of got page by page, and also we've got a value here to give us a sort of a concept of how important those pages are that we can use. So that's a very quick way to build a content plan that is going to be, starting with your BHAG goal, your big, hairy, audacious goal, and then break it down to start having pages that are going to ideally be talking about an individual specific entity or topic on each one in a logical order. And that is going to, when it all comes together, allow a search engine to really understand that the site is about all these related topics. There are a few other things that you can do here as well. So you can go into some of the individual topics and dig deeper. So if I want to see about wheels, for example, then I can bring in the concept of wheels, and I can see a whole load of other topics that I might want to talk about. So within the concept of wheel, within the automotive parts, I might want to talk about high risers or drive wheels or tires or front wheel drive. In the automotive category, here's a bunch of others, and then there's other things for other categories as well. So you could then pick these off. You can add these to your ideas and your plans as well. But to start with, this topic chart is a great way to bring out a whole load of ideas here, and we've got the brands as well here, nicely laid out, so you can sit there and talk about things from a brand point of view and keep those all together as well. So I hope that's useful. I hope that people will play with that a little bit, and cheers. See you next time.